Welcome to FX Street. Thank you for joining us. We're going to be talking about Cosmos or Atom and identifying levels to watch as we transition into Thursday, Friday, and the weekend. But before we dive into those technicals, I'd really encourage you to head on over to YouTube, join our channel by hitting that subscribe button and following us on Twitter at FXS Crypto. Okay, Cosmos, Atom. This thing is just is always swinging up and down, and it's in a huge chop zone, and it's been that way really ever since, not this swing high, but over here ever since October. Came down to started at 43, came down to 20, came back up to 43. We're kind of at 25ish as the swing low there. Structurally on the daily chart, this is bearish, leaning bearish, because below the Ichimoku cloud, and it's sitting fairly neutral right now. So, but also Cosmos is one of the few altcoins and cryptos that I look at that has the RSI still in bull market conditions. So, the two oversold levels in a bull market with the RSI are 50 and 40. 40's held. It's testing 50 right now, which is kind of a little bit of a test to see whether or not Atom can really push on higher. And that's something to watch very closely, especially where it's sitting at, because it's getting rejected right now up against that daily Kijun Sen and the 382 Fib retracement right in that 31.25 zone. But then above that, you have another kind of chunk of resistance at 32.40, and then you have the top of the cloud. It's like almost every dollar to $1.25 movement higher, there's some type of resistance up ahead. If you're looking for conditions that would very clearly state, okay, this is going to into a new bullish expansion phase, it's going to it's positioned to crack higher here and push towards the all-time highs and perhaps new all-time highs, it really needs to get into an ideal bullish Ichimoku breakout, which will only occur once the close here is above the cloud and the Chiku span is above the bodies of the candlesticks in open space. And the earliest that can happen today is really at a close of $36.25, basically. Is that likely to happen? Can it happen? Yeah. Is it likely to? Probably not. Today, no. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, who knows? Weekends are always where the major volatility exists for the most part. But one thing leaning towards the long side that is positive is that the RSI, it looks like it wants to cross back above that first oversold level at 50. Optics bands are neutral. But the one thing that is kind of a warning is where the composite index is at. If the composite index moves above the peak of February 7th and price action fails to match or exceed that close from February 7th, will have hidden bearish divergence, and that is a warning sign that this current upswing is likely to discontinue, and we're going to see a resumption of the downtrend. From a weekly chart perspective, it's bullish because we're above the cloud, but again, you can really see where this major resistance exists, and that is above that $32.30. It really needs to get almost to 33. And this is kind of an ugly chunk of resistance up here. You have the weekly Kijun Sen, 382 Fib retracement, and the weekly Tenkan Sen. It really needs to crack above that psychological level of 30 and get to 33. A weekly close at or above 33 would really signal to the market that it's ready to begin its next expansion move. And it very well may do that pretty soon. I mean, structurally we'll draw it, but what you have here is a fairly standard looking ascending triangle setup. A very flat top with an ascending lows. If I can get, this is what it's kind of positioning into doing. And if this is a pattern that's going to play out, we could probably expect a kind of slow eventual rise till we get to around that last third of the triangle before we break out. So you you could be looking at end of March, beginning of April. Doesn't have to take that long, but certainly if you want to see some sustained bullish drive here, it needs to have a weekly close at or above 33. Failure to do so would really, there's a bearish continuation set up here that could push it down to that 2020, the extended 2021 volume point of control in the 382 fib retracement from the deeper swing here that at the $23 level. So possible lows in the 23 zone, and I would say that the highs won't exceed a close at 33 until we look at it next week. So that does it for me on Cosmos. Adam, thank you for watching from all of us here at FX Street. Please don't forget to join our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, and like and subscribe. Thank you.